What's up, my people? This is the part of the show where we get into the news. So we got this dude, whatever you want to call him, Michael Reynolds, the officer. He kicks this lady's door down. He says all sorts of racial slurs. She's a black woman. He's a white officer. It gets crazy. People want justice. How could this happen in a community like that? He definitely was drunk, they say, but this is really him. Did his real feelings come out? We want to hear from you guys. Leave it in the comments. We answer back all comments. We gonna get into it and what they saying all over Google, all over the newspapers. Reynolds, like Reynolds rap, I guess, right? But it's a rap for Reynolds in this situation. So check this out, right? This happened in 2018. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys heard about it. And you can leave that in the comments also. Did you hear about it? And when you heard about it, what did you think about it? This happens on a regular basis, and we don't really hear about it. You know why? America has become comfortable with the fact that racism still exists. Not all of us, but a vast majority of us. Let's get into it. Michael Reynolds, he was partying somewhere, right? And the female has this Airbnb spot, like rented out, I guess, right? He kicks the door down. Boom. He's caught on surveillance footage and audio, and he's heard saying, he can be heard saying, try to shoot me, and I'll break every effing bone in your effing neck before calling them you effing N-word. Sad situation. Very sad that our people in 2018 till today, 2020, have to endure this type of foul talk. When the N-word is used in such a manner and in that content, you trying to cause nothing but harm. So, with that being said, it takes, of course, 2 years for this something to happen to this dude. He gets sentenced to 15 days. Wow. This dude changed somebody's entire life. Like, these people are never going to be the same for the rest of their life. Mind you, I'm thinking she had 2 kids in there. If I'm not mistaken, she was in there with her 2 sons. They got to see this at an early age. And then I guess his excuse, right? His poor excuse for a man is that he was drinking. He was at some bachelor party, what have you. Nah, bro. You had a few drinks and the real you came out. You understand? You knew there was dark-skinned people there, black people there, and your racism kicked up and it got crazy and you couldn't hold back. And you was probably joking around with your little friends, and saying racial slurs. And yeah, I bet you won't go in there and kick that door down. And boom, right? Because they play a lot of games when they drinking and all that. And not all of them. Look, because I'm a firm believer of you can't blame a whole group of people for what one person did. But why is the NYPD in the 2000s? Look, listen. I know that you don't know who you hiring at times. That it's almost nearly impossible to make a judgment and say, you know what? You look like you're going to be a problem. You look like you're going to be causing havoc instead of helping the community. You're going to be racist and do all sorts of crazy things here. I know that's hard, but I could, and I don't want to come off like I'm some type of Cleo, if you remember her, that could tell the future or what's going on with you. But you could kind of tell when there's something mentally wrong with someone. Like, and no disrespect to anybody. Like, some people have like this look, and then it's like, Like the look I got. Nah, listen. You know what I mean? Like you can tell that there's something wrong with you, bro. You need help, right? From a few minutes of conversation. Like what do? You just hire these people, give them a gun, a badge, go ahead. You know, this is sad. This is real sad. This was bothering me. You know, I read this and I wanted to talk about it. And I want to know how you guys feel. You know, and we can save ourselves. We don't gotta stoop to nobody's level. We're better than that here on the lockout. We don't gotta say those same racial comments. We don't gotta go back and forth with race with people in the comments section. We can all be nice and give opinion. You guys know I answer back all comments. So feel free to ask me anything. Feel free to drop anything, your opinion. What are your thoughts on this? Or did you hear about the story? This was a while back, but on Thursday, he decided when they called him in to give him his disciplinary, like this was gonna happen with you for being an idiot, right? He decides that he wants to resign. You know, all this should have happened a long time ago. You know, but maybe they were still in court. I mean, I don't know what more evidence do you need. It's on videotape. So these people had to deal with another 2 years not knowing what was gonna happen with this dude. It was he gonna get away with that? You know what? And I kind of sort of feel like he got away with it. Leave in the comments what you think. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. But one thing is for sure and two things is for certain that I think he got a little bit of time. 15 days, you kick the door in. I don't know if that was me or that was you. I think we'll be doing football numbers. That one has to do, that's like, how you call that? Like home invasion. Facts. Super home invasion. Boom. That's like, they would have charged us with attempt, home invasion, all types of things. Like a crazy burglary at the same time without taking an attempt burglary. They would have said that our intentions was to murk somebody because if the people would have retaliated, somebody could have really got murked. Those are the laws that they give us. That's the way they deal with us, people, right? Especially if you've been convicted before of a crime. But you know, you NYPD, I feel, I know, not even feel, it's just facts. They have like special privileges, and some of them feel like they could just go around in the world and do whatever they want. And at one point or another, this thing has to stop, my people. We got to get together more. And I understand that some of us may feel like, you know what? What is my voice going to change? I'm just one person. But you know what? If we don't say nothing about it, we're not going to find out. We got to keep working. We got to keep striving so that our people feel comfortable wherever they at. Black, Puerto Rican, Asian, because race comes in all forms of fashion. Although we all know that blacks and Puerto Ricans, we get the most like you know what I mean? Short end of the stick on a lot of things. It's just the fact, man. You know, I know when I went to the prison systems and nothing to glorify, and I spent a lot of years in prison and on Rikers Island. Again, nothing to be proud of. I wasted a lot of years of my life. I wish I've never went there. I'm not one of them dudes that be like, you know what, I'm glad I went through that. It's made me the man who I am today, a man of morals and principles. Nah, man. I didn't need all that shit to become who I am. Like, it was, you know, God had what you was going to be regardless. You know what I mean? You don't make a decision on that. But what I'm saying is this. It happened. And I know when I went there, the people that I've normally seen everywhere, the most people walking around was Puerto Ricans and blacks at those times, especially in the 90s. 92, 93, 94, 95. I was there in 96, 95, all that. 2000s, it was still the same. Then when I went back 2017, 18, things like that, I started seeing even though you always seen Dominicans, but now it was flooded with Dominicans. They still our people. they still other. I mean, when it comes to like the NYPD, and it's not a race thing. I'm not talking about like the white man or what have you. No, no, because I don't blame everybody for how a group of people feel. But I know that it looks weird. It looks crazy. And here on the tube and on every other streaming platform, it's like you gotta be careful what you say. And I don't understand why. I know I get it, but at the same token, it's like, wow, man. It's like you almost feel like you have a voice, but you don't. Like you still have to be careful. But one thing is for sure, and two things is for certain. My people, that we figured out what's been going on for years. Right? YouTube is not new. YouTube has been around. I myself have been on YouTube on and off for approximately 10 years. And I've posted those videos. People seen. So we learn how to build a little platform on our own. It's easier now. It's accessible. Not just one group of people have it locked down. It's for everybody. And a lot of us have a few views, few subscribers. We got to start gearing towards, you know what? Let's work today so that our children, the next generation after us, can have a better future. And we can have all together as one a better tomorrow. I don't know if you follow me or not, if I'm making sense to you or not, but I know I feel something within me that is bothering me. It's a pain. I'm sad. I'm hurt. Like the news is good, but sometimes it could be devastating. It could be stressful. It could be depressing. But I know one thing, that if nothing changes, nothing changes. You see, it's all good when we tell prison stories. Oh, this is what I did. I was running around. Boom, 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 beep, pop, boom. Huh? Boom, pop. See how? Yo, get off, chill. What? Yo. Right? It's all cool. But it's all pain. It's all suffering. Someone is screaming. Someone is getting hurt. I've done that, been there. I hurt a lot of people. And today, that's not what I feel like doing. So you can't knock me for that. I mean, you could do what you want. Opinion is one thing. But I know inside I feel good. You know why? Because the little bit of voice, the little bit of people that I could reach, I'm happy with it when they tell me, wow, Ward, you helped me out. And I'm not just out to help one group of people. I'm here for people like this lady, her kid, her youngins. They suffered. And if somewhere in the world people seen more unification, it'll be a better nation because they will respect our destination, where we at and where we trying to go, where we're supposed to be. What we know that they took from you and me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you follow, or am I just bugging out with the things I'm reading and what I'm seeing that's going on in the world? You see, right now, we're going to take you here. The Trump administration is at fault for a lot of things that are going on. This is facts. And at times, we can almost be like down low, baby Donald Trumps. Donald Trump spreaded a thing, a message, a down low message, which YouTube is against, right? They say no down low hate. Donald Trump did down low blatantly and all that, and started a whole war within ourselves in New York, within races. Facts. It got spreaded. The hate. We cannot live like that. We cannot be misled by the misinformed. Donald Trump is misinformed. And if let be, he will be president again. Because there's people like you, me, anybody in the world that feel, you know what, I'm not going to vote because my vote is not going to change nothing. Or you know what, I'm not going to vote because I have felonies. I can't vote. But what you do have is you have a voice and you have the power to tell someone else, listen, bro, you're gonna vote? Nah, bro, for what? Yo, listen, do me a favor. I'm gonna walk you down there, hit that button and vote for this dude. And you could get in like 50 votes like that with all your friends that can vote. That probably wasn't. Or you can steer them in your direction to vote for the candidate that you would love to win. Because everybody's like, oh, he's gonna win again. This is why he did the war thing. This is why. I get it. So do we give up? Or are we just gonna? Are we quitters? I mean, is that what we pushing out here? Do we just quit on our people and that's it, people? That's it. It's what it is. Or because we don't see no dark skinned brother up there, no Puerto Rican brother, no. Is that what it is? I don't know. Who's up there? Let's find out. Let's look into it. Are we doing that? I've been saying from a long time ago, and those that know about my shows know that I've been saying we have to speak up. We have to steer people into voting if you can't vote. Your strength. People look up to you. People admire you. People think you're charismatic. Well, you need to use that. Because if we don't, we setting a bad example for the same youngins that we say that are messing all this up. I don't really think it's dumb. I think the older people, we can be worse. I don't think the youngins are the ones like destroying the streets and all that. I think as the people, the older people, the OGs, at times, whether it's intentional or not, we give off like the wrong message. Like we're trying to communicate something, but it's not coming out right. And look, I'm not the most perfect dude in the world. And I will never disrespect nobody that's doing the same things I do. Although at times I could be funny, have my opinion. But I want us all to win. And I want Donald Trump and them to lose. Right? Because it causes disconnect. It plants seeds of deception in people's heads. So this man could have been a follower of that. There's a lot of people that follow that dude, and a lot of hate has come from that. People have ran up in places, done things to other nationalities, to other races, and they've been supporters of Trump. Now, listen, I may get shut down for this. So, I'm not trying to sound like no super activist, no nothing. But I've seen these things happen when you touch these topics. If anything happens, always remember that I was always real. I was always sincere when I spoke about a subject like this and I touched on things. I came from the heart. I came with love. And that when I say love all people, I sincerely mean it. You see, it's not where you've been. It's not how much you suffered, how much you've indulged in the street or you was no good or it's about where you at and where you trying to go today. All that don't mean nothing to me in the past. You could have been the biggest of crackheads in the world. You could have robbed 1 million people. You could have cut 50,000 people. What are you doing today so that you can be a better you tomorrow? I love y'all. Leave it in the comments how y'all feel about this situation. What happened to the lady is sad. It hurts me. I'll be lying if I say I didn't. I was going to talk about a lot of other things, but when I seen this, it's just I have to say something. War, you have to say something. Because I was over here on my own, talking to myself, saying something in my brain. And I'm like, no, bro. You need to say it where they hear you, where they feel you. Well, they know that you care because I do really care. And I'm not trying to win nobody. I've done that already. Without trying. Just being me. Just being war. Regular. Normal. But I love my people. And I don't lie when I say love all people. You have a voice. You have a little platform. Put it to use. Stop playing with it. Let's stop playing with it. Please, let's stop playing with it. We could change a lot of things. together as a whole, as a community, a YouTube community, whatever you call your squad, your notification gang, lockout gang, I love y'all. Lockout fam, I love y'all. And every other squad that's out there. If you're trying to steer your people in the right direction, your little tribe, your little family that you've acquired on the YouTube platform, you're a great man. If you filtering down junk, then that's exactly what's gonna come back to you. It's a bunch of junk. Nothing as good is gonna come out of it. You know, I always said I never did this for the money. Never. I mean, it's all gravy. Don't get it twisted. Like, we could use that. We're not playing. Yeah, but none of that really mattered to me. And I want to stay focused. You know, of course, when you do it from the heart and you start doing it from the heart because you love it, because it's something that you always wanted to do, that's the only way it works. If you ever thought about opening up a channel, what are you waiting for? Do it. What are you worried about? People gonna talk about you? They talk about everybody. They troll everybody. It's the internet. It's the new TV. It's what's happening. It's what's been happening. But of course, they let the hood get the last of it always, the ends, right? The crumbs. So people just started getting up on it as if it's new. And guess what? Notice, peep game. When we start to do it hard, now they got rules now. The rules change. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, not the ghetto. Not the gang dudes, not the prison dudes coming in here. We got to set rules because they always break them, right? So they could enforce them and they could shut it down. They could give us 42,800 and something dollar tickets for minor things on the channels, right? It's like saying, bro, you no longer can rock because a lot of us ain't going to pay that. And then the word what appeals is thrown in there. What appeals? So it means that anytime I could just shut you down because I think that appeals. They're using real court terminology. To be aware is to be alive. The way you study law library when you had a case, if you're into making videos, study it. Hit that law YouTube law library, facts. Find out what you involve. Most importantly, find out what's going on in the world. And if you have a platform, from time to time, touch on the subject of the people. Because you may see, whether you see it or not, a lot of people look up to you. You're a voice now. And if you ever thought about opening up a channel, just do it. If you think that way, you're special. Not a lot of people have a vision like you. No one is going to applaud you wanting to open up a channel. No one in your family. They're going to think you're crazy. Not just on YouTube, because YouTube is not the only platform. There's a bunch of platforms. If you need help, come to me. Hit me up. If I see you really want it, I'll help you. For the dudes that ask me for help here and there, you asked once, twice, you never hit me again. You didn't really want it that bad, bro. You know what I mean? Because I would know, like, yo, I know you're busy. I would try, but you want, whatever. Listen, hit me up, man. We here, man. Don't matter who you are, where you from. Just know that YouTube and all these platforms are for everybody before they take this from us, too. And it's not only there for, right, us as the people, we got to take ownership and responsibility that we always mess things up for ourselves. Do what you got to do, man. Post today, don't delay, be special. When you start doing it, crush them. Think big, dream big, be epic. But always, always while doing so, remember to stay you. This is On The Lockout. My name is Warpath, Lockout Gang. I love you guys.